What you got for me?
So I noticed that, and I've only been watching your channel for a few months, but a lot of your advice is towards women who are looking for a high value man. But me personally, I married one,
Mm-hmm.
but what I really need is your advice in a situation where I feel like I'm a traditional woman. And I listened to the caller, I think it was last night, the woman who was a stay-at-home mom of 2 and how she kind of regretted that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like as a young traditional woman, I'm 27, when my husband asked me to work for him, when he has 3 companies, I told him no because I had just been offered a really good government job.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we've had an incident in our marriage to where he's seeking divorce. But I would like your advice for a traditional woman who is, and maybe this isn't the appropriate time or platform, but where I could maybe have a piece of advice moving forward and how to kind of reclaim my marriage and try
Oh,
and
okay.
salvage that.
Okay. Okay. What you hit on the topic I'm gonna get onto next week is called reclamation. I'm starting to reclaim women like Stephanie and a bunch of other folks. We'll be reclaiming a
Okay.
bunch of y'all. All right. Incident in your marriage. Um, was that on your side or on his side?
At my side.
All right. Um, he asked you to work for the businesses that he has that fund the family, and you said
Mhm.
no.
Yes, he asked before we were married, and because I had just been offered a good job, I felt like
Okay,
it,
and so
you know,
I'm just getting just the landscape. So do you have the? Did you go take the government job?
I did.
All right, are you still there?
I am.
All right, how are the businesses doing?
2 out of 3 are doing very well.
Um, would the third one have done better had you worked for it?
I'm not sure. I think there were a lot of issues when he purchased the company,
Okay,
and so,
just big picture. All right, so there was already a I don't want to say a breach of trust, but there was already uh, a desire for you to make your own kind of claim. You wanted to put your own stake out in the world, more or less, in the context of a relationship.
mhm.
Um, that has a consequence. Now, whatever thing that happened, was it infidelity?
No.
All right. Um, what I'm needing to try to understand is how serious of a breach for somebody to seek divorce without. You want to type it in the chat room?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, because
1 moment.
yeah, because if you want are trying to reclaim, if you're trying to basically win your spouse back, it depends on what we're trying to overcome. Let me see, Jamie. Let me get down to Jamie.
I'm typing now as well.
Okay, I'm looking for your name here. Yeah. All right. Type here. Here you go. Oh, all right. How long ago was that?
That was maybe 2 weeks ago.
And is that okay? And from that point, he said no mas.
No, and that's the hard part that I'm trying to wrap my head around is I feel like I've made efforts in our home aside from not being there, trying to be the best, wife that I could be and quote unquote traditional wife. Um, and we were working on things after that.
Uh huh.
And so we ended up losing it, what I
Okay.
mentioned, the
All right.
result of that.
All right. So if you asked him when he said he wants to file, what reason did he give you?
He was showing me a lot of efforts towards making it work, and his heart, I felt, was postured that he wanted to maintain our relationship, but he
Mm-hmm.
went home one weekend to Laredo, and his family was really against everything, and I felt like their emotions were very heightened, and so they convinced him that that was what was best, and so I'm torn because I don't think that he genuinely wants this divorce
Well,
himself, but he's pressured.
okay. Well, this is what happens when you bring family into stuff. But was it on grounds of irreconcilable differences? Is that what he's talking about? I mean, there's a reason he has to be wanting to walk,
Right.
and it can't just be what you just typed in there.
Well, that's why I'm so, like, flustered and confused
All right. Well,
because
what I would tell you, one of the first things, you keep saying traditional woman, but when a husband comes to a wife and says, "Hey, work for our legacy," and you say, "No, I'm going to go work for the government," that's a problem.
we weren't married.
Okay. Okay. I thought you said okay. You weren't married at the
That
time. Okay.
right.
I'm confused. Um, have you guys been to counseling?
We have a therapist, yes, but
Have you been
we
to?
haven't I
Okay.
haven't seen the therapist since the incident.
All right. Individual counseling is good, but also the things they'll call it's not divorce care. What is it? It's like Christian marriage counseling. Let me think of the name. I forgot what it is. Um, Christian. Are you Christian or are you non-denominational?
Yes, and we have sought counsel in our church, but he's since left the church, I think because he's just very embarrassed and with the whole situation.
Well, it's not divorce care. Um, oh Jesus, group marital counseling is often works wonders because when you and your spouse are in counseling, it's you, him, and the therapist, and often it gets to be untenable. But when you can actually hear other people's problems, you can start to really
Mhm,
compare and contrast how major your stuff is. Because I don't, you don't need to go that deep into it, but I do know one thing. I don't know if you or he wants to be single out here.
mhm.
Uh, and oftentimes people get a divorce because families are pressuring and a lot of experience with this one. Families are pressuring this and that, and then they regret it. Why? You know, I mean, I don't know. No, I'm trying to figure out, remember what it was. Group Christian marital counseling, pre pre-divorce counseling. Hold on, Christian pre-divorce counseling. I don't remember what it was called, but we went to this pre-divorce. Um, are you guys still living together?
Not as of last week, but after the incident, immediately we were.
Okay. Well, in your area there, look, whoever hosts divorce care in your area, there should be something before divorce care. Um, Basically, what I'm looking at is divorce counseling where they do it and it's usually done at church in the context of groups because then as a husband and wife you can get to go be around other couples in flux and it's not so tense, you're not always listening to you and him, and really it's a good time to it's also a good way to compare what's going on because it may seem like a major deal with what you guys are listening to, but then you listen to what another couple is going through. You're like, you know what? Maybe we need to redouble our efforts because you have how many children?
None,
You
none.
have no children.
Yeah.
Um, does he
We
have any
were just
children?
married. No, we were just married.
How long ago? How long have you been married?
We were married about a month.
No, you guys have been married for 1 month.
Yeah, we were together for 7 months before or 6 months before, and we were
Uh,
married in the
all
6th
right,
month.
now okay, I'm confused because I thought there were children involved. All right,
No, 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 no.
all right. So let's back up. You've been married. You've been married about a month,
Mhm. And
and
we
you
got I'll just mention it, we got pregnant right away, so that's why I said I was experiencing those hormones.
Right. But does he have any children?
No,
How old is he?
28,
And how old are you?
27.
Yeah, he's young.
And he's a
And
high earner too, so I'm just convinced that he can go and find like whoever he
well,
wants.
I mean, but that's possible, but that's not the real point. The bigger point is his family's involved in this, and you guys shouldn't be having this major problems a month into marriage. Yeah, you guys need, if you're going to make a marriage work, you're going to have some sort of counseling without his family uh, involved, and to see if you guys even have enough to go the distance. Because it sounds to me though, as you guys got married under tense conditions, and you got a lot going on. A month married, I mean, hell, you may even be able to know that. I don't know. But if he doesn't want to stay, you're not going to be able to make him stay. That's really what it comes down to. And I hate to say it, but you got a month into a marriage. It's not a lot. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of confused at what you were saying. Um, yeah, best you can do is if you guys can get in to talk to a counselor and to see if you guys can put together a marital plan to try to get on the same page to make it work. But if
Is
he's
there
go,
any advice that you might have towards having
I've
that conversation to convincing him that it's worth
well,
the counseling?
you all you can do. Okay, why do you want to stay? If what you tell him is showing what happened, he wants to leave. That seems like a little thing to want to leave over.
Right.
And you're saying that you guys have been together for 7 months, and he wanted you to take work for the businesses. You're telling me that a business failed inside of the 7 months? You got a job at the government inside. It's a lot of shit to go on. For how long y'all been together? Less than a year?
It didn't fail. It's just not as successful as his
But you
other
guys have been
two.
together less than a year.
Right.
That's a lot of stuff. It's a
I
lot of
agree.
stuff. I mean, you didn't want to go work for the business. It sounds as though y'all got rushed into a marriage because of your situation. Um, and it doesn't really sound like y'all was on stable ground to begin with. You wanted to do what you wanted to do, and you did it. Uh, so all I can do is say you'd be good to try to go find group marital counseling ahead of time and ask him to go. But he's a grown man; he can decide to go or not. And he sounds like he's already made his decision to leave because it's involved his family already. So I wish you all the best, though.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. Yeah. Whew. It's hard. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get over to Miss Nakisha. Nakisha Farrell. Uh, Nakisha. Hello. Unmute yourself. Hello. Hi. Good. What you got for me?
I greatly appreciate it. Um, I wanted to get your thoughts on something. I have been single for about 13 months, and I've
Okay.
been scared as hell to get out and start dating. Of course, COVID happened, but even outside of that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm really afraid to get out and start dating because I want
Why?
to give my whole self to people. But I've been put in a situation where I'm not sure how to do it and protect myself at the same time. However, in listening to you, I know that I'm
Oh,
like,
slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
okay,
Y'all, ladies like to speak in code. You've been single for 13 months and you're
yes,
scared to get out here. What state are you in?
I'm in Mississippi.
Cricket letter. Oh, Lord.
Yes, humpback, humpback.
How old are you?
I'm 41, about to be 42.
Oh, you wrong South. Any children?
No children. I've been a stepmother a couple of
But
times.
what are you afraid of at 41?
Well, okay. So I've been married 3 times,
Oh,
divorced 3 times, and
goddamn.
I'm okay. I'm
I've been divorced twice, but goddamn, come on.
well. I didn't think the third one was going to happen.
Okay,
So
but what? Okay, so, all right. Hey, but you know, better than 3 engagement rings kept. Go ahead.
yeah.
Goddamn.
So
So what are
so
you afraid of?
well, I try to be the best wife I can. And I think this last one, I really showed up the best way I knew how.
Okay.
And that's who I want to be. I want to be a certain type of woman to my husband or to whoever I'm dating. And I give a
Okay.
lot. And
All right.
so
So I still don't know what you're afraid of, but let's go into this. How young were you when you first got married?
the first marriage was 19,
How long did that last?
5 years,
No children.
no children.
All right. The second time you got married, how old were you?
I was in my 30s. I really don't remember that. I try to forget that one, but I was in my 30s, and I think legally we were married for about a year and a half to 2 years, maybe.
Okay. And the third time?
This last time we were married for 5, dated for 3, so a total of 8 years.
And why did you divorce the first time?
The first time there was a huge age gap where my husband was not extremely
Did he
older.
die?
He was like, no, he was 9 years older, but
That's not.
but I ended up being a little, I was older than him in how I was living my life. And he's sort of got left behind.
The cause.
It was just irreconcilable differences. But
He was
ultimately,
9 years old. Hold on. So he was 9 years older, but you're saying you were more mature?
yes. And then ultimately
Okay.
at the 5-year mark, I wanted to have children. I had to do in vitro.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
But then the second one, why? The one you forgot.
I shouldn't have married him. He had 6 kids. And
Jesus. Cricket ladder, damn it. All right. And the third time, 5 years, 3 together, 3, y'all together, 8 years, 5 married.
Yes. The reason it ended was infidelity.
How long? Who'd you cheat with?
No, I didn't. He did.
Yeah, okay. All right. So you've had 5, 8, 15 years. All right. So you've been in a relationship since roughly your 20s. That would terrify me if I met you, because you know how to get into relationships, and the middle one that you wanted to forget, that's troubling. But it's not a death sentence. What do you want? Do you want to get married again?
Well, so I don't know if I want to get married again. I just know that I want to be in a partnership. I want a child. And I want a child.
Oh.
So of course, this last time I decided to walk because I want a family more than I want a child. So I do want to be with whoever I have the child with.
You're 41.
Yes, sir.
Have you had a fertility test?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I have to go through in vitro. So that process, I was in that process as I decided to leave last year. So I would have to go through in vitro fertilization.
All right. So the difficulty of finding Mississippi is not an easy place to find men. Number one.
Well, I like moving, so but yes, it's not.
But 41, ma'am, 41.
Yes, sir.
And wanting to have a child at 41, this is an interesting case. So you want advice on what?
So because I do want a child, of course, I don't want that to be the first thing I talk about. But in each of our marriages, I did find that, like, towards the end, it was like
you want a child in context of a marriage.
Yes.
You're going to be married with a child.
Yes. So I feel like my timing is.
That's going to be near impossible, dear.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's fine. I can accept that. But
it's going to be near impossible because you're already 41 years old. You got to meet somebody who'd be willing, who would even want to be married. And that's old to be having a kid.
You think so?
Nature thinks so. Well, what age does high risk pregnancy start?
Well, I had this trouble since I was in my 20s. So, like, I don't think it's the age thing.
No, it is. See, no, black woman. See, black woman, you love to act like the rules don't apply to you. High risk pregnancy for women starts at what age?
Oh, you said high risk, 35.
And you're 6 years beyond that today.
I get that.
So if you met somebody today, the soonest you would be married is 6 months.
So
hold on.
Yes, sir.
I get what you want, but I get what you want, but the clock is against you.
Yes.
And getting in marriage is no guarantee. When you've been divorced 3 times, the chances of staying married a 4th time are very, very low. So
Oh man.
basically, so basically, as a man, here's what you're asking a man to look at. I've been divorced 3 times and I want a baby. So you want me to be a weekend dad? Because once you get what you want from me, my seed, you'll divorce me and I gotta pay you child support and be a and see my kid every other weekend. That's what you're asking most men to look at.
Yes, sir. Mr. Samuels,
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. Can I say okay? So I have sort of become to the point where I'm like, okay, I can live life just fine without a child. I just I just feel like I do have I love being a supporter and a nurturer, and I love like just being with someone and loving them and just being with someone that loves me. I love that, right? So if I'm with someone and I realize and I've accepted the fact that maybe a child isn't going to happen, I'm fine with that. I want to start back dating, and I've had several offers, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I
You're
don't
putting too
know.
much pressure onto the situation, man.
So it's okay that I think I'm putting pressure on it because it's like I'm like getting older and I'm like, am I
But
going
the
to? I
point
don't
is,
want
but that's your concern.
to. Okay.
You can't come to us men and put those kind of pressures on us. That ain't our problem. You
No, I'm
speaking for
getting pressure. I'm
listen,
oh
listen. You want what you want is driving you up a wall. I want what I want. My time is running out. Pressure, 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 pressure. And that energy is coming through on a phone call. So I can only imagine what it will come through on a date.
what I'm saying. Is it okay? Like I'm just trying to chill. I guess around me. So when I'm telling you what I want is ultimately like right now. I feel
All
like the
right.
pressure from for me is like people saying like you're just sitting there, you're getting older, and it's making me feel as if like
People,
I should be doing something different.
okay.
I feel like I just need to chill. Like you talk to
I
Izzy.
don't know. Okay, now you're confusing me. You say people are telling you, ma'am, you're 41, and who's people? What are you talking about?
I guess I don't
I
know
don't
who
know.
people are.
I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, okay.
But you. Okay. All right.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I love listening to you. Now I
Ooh.
see how it feels to be on here because
Oh,
it's like you're
calm down, calm down.
okay.
I'm serious. At 41, see, are you a high strung person?
No, I don't. I don't think I am. I actually, and when I
Okay.
get off, I'm gonna do my meditation and everything.
All
So
right. All right. So you're afraid to get out here and date. Well, I dating is not. It shouldn't be this much. There shouldn't be this pressure filled at 41. Honestly, with the way the clock is set up, ma'am, you should be looking at quality of life. How to not end up divorced again.
yeah,
This should be your number one concern. It's not a kid. A kid, I mean, it's not in the cards for everybody. Um, Especially if you want to be married before you have a child. No, that's just
yeah,
too. So if you're a relationship kind of woman, that's fine. There's a possibility, but you can't go into it with all this pressure. I want this, I want that, and it's time and this and that. This person said this person said that, and I'm afraid. It's like none of the stuff you're talking about is an abundance or nice. It's a scarcity, fear based energy. And this is
yes,
you're gonna draw chaos to you because you're in a chaotic mindset.
you're right.
I know. So chill. Uh, and what part of Mississippi?
Madison.
Why are you living in Mississippi?
So I've lived in several places, but the last time I relocated back home was with my husband because
Okay.
he wanted to be here. But I'm actually trying to relocate again. So I've
Ooh.
lived in several different places.
So where?
Where am I trying to relocate to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm actually looking in the company that I'm working with to try to see where I want to relocate. I want to go out west because I've never lived there, but because I lived all over the South, so I want to go a little bit further away.
Get out of Mississippi. So I'll say
Yes,
that.
sir. Yeah.
Get out of Mississippi. I mean, you're a pretty woman, but you can't have this much pressure. See, the thing is, we have to start looking at life differently at our age.
Yeah.
You're still trying to cram a 20-year-old's life into a 40-year-old woman. You can't do that. You've been married 3 times. Look, that's already scary enough. So, what does a successful life look like at 41 on until you're 80? How about just a happy, healthy, functional relationship with a man who wants to be with you, and you guys enjoy each other's company, even if a child doesn't happen, which likelihood it won't because you have to go in vitro and that's just too many variables, and you only get one kid out of it too.
Yeah.
You have to redefine life and get all right with the fact that maybe I just get a husband and somebody to live with and exist with and share life with and chronicle his life. He chronicles mine. We get to eat out and travel and enjoy each other's time. But all this other stuff is no. That's too much. And that's a far easier date than what you're talking about, because you need to get married like in 9 months or less. Because you're gonna want to start getting pregnant like after marriage, and I'm sorry, like most dudes are just looking at. Most guys do not look at 40-year-old woman for children. They won't say it, but they be like, "Damn, the risks are too high. She's not even young enough to carry the stress, so I got to pick up the stress because she won't be able to do all the stuff a young woman can do. If I'm gonna go be a first-time father, I'll get a 25-year-old who has the body for it."
Yeah.
And this is what men think. Men also think, how long ago did you take that picture?
This was in the springtime. So
all right. So what's your dress size?
I'm at a 6. I'm losing weight now, but I'm at a 6.
All right. But see, as a man, I'm gonna be honest. First thing I'd be looking at is I would never see that again. I would be looking at a dress size 10, 12 for the rest of my life after that baby. Yes, because you're 41. And baby weight's not gonna just fall off of you.
Oh, okay.
So this is what men are thinking, like, well, no. So I got a newborn and a wife that's gonna be bigger than this for the rest. An in vitro pregnancy and all the things that come along with that, all those bills and expenses, and then your focus is going to go to that baby, not your husband.
I don't want that.
So this is a bad deal for a dude. In his mind, he's like, shit. So
yeah.
You need to find a boyfriend, buy a dog. Y'all can be dog parents. You are the woman I would tell buy a dog. Move to Atlanta or Denver, or move to a city with Tucson or Phoenix. Move to a city where you can date someone. You're 41, he's 45. Y'all consolidate, live together, have freaky circus sex.
Oh, yes.
No babies coming out of it, and y'all can get a dog together. And then get the fuck on out of here and stay out of Mississippi until the holidays and everything else. But all right, Ma, appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
All right,
bye.
Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on Kevin Samuels, the legend. He has been fantastic throughout his content, and his message is consistent, and that is something that people admire about him. I certainly do. And I think the praise that we've been giving him, he really deserves it. And shout out to you guys for holding down the content, because like it or not, we're doing our part and you also doing your part. So big shout out to you guys for always tuning in. Now, talking about these women in this video, let's talk of the First Lady, everything as a traditional woman and all these things, right? When you kind of resent your man, that disqualifies you from calling yourself, traditional. Traditional women don't resent their husband. They just don't do it. And number two, when you are a traditional woman, you tend to look at things from your husband's lens. And he had a plan saying that, oh, come so that we will build this company so that it will be for us and it will be our legacy. And you chose to do things individually. And the reality is, as much as this lady was saying, oh, it is being influenced by the guy's parents or something like that, I can also make the argument that the fact of her also choosing the government job about this guy's, company is the fact that she was also influenced by probably family members because they were kind of, oh, make your own money, do your own thing because you don't know what might happen tomorrow. And forgetting that even whatever that will happen tomorrow, you still got to share in it, right? She's probably being pressured because she's not a traditional woman. Don't let the way she kind of conducted herself in the video, soft spoken and all that kind of confuse you. Because at this point, you have to understand that when a person is in this kind of position, she don't have any kind of, or he don't have any kind of way to conduct his or herself by just being, soft, respectful, so that people will kind of have some level of sympathy towards her. And that is what we've seen in this video. I don't know, because if she's this good, because you realize that the way she speaks, I mean, come on, let's be honest. If we can judge people based off the way they're talking and all that, you can just definitely say this lady is just one of one. But let's be honest, she's going through something that she didn't expect to go through, and that might change the way she views things, the way she kind of, see things, and it's probably the reason why she's speaking this way. Probably, she's the boss queen kind of type, and she wanted to do it by her own. And the husband saying, okay, if you don't have my best interests at heart, because this is for us, it's not for me. Let's build this business for us, right? Let's build it for ourselves. And you kind of choose to, go get government job, and probably he's still the one that is still providing. So with your job that you've taken from the government and all that, he's still doing the provisioning, and that is kind of very triggering. And I'm just saying, um, this is far beyond what they discuss in there, because probably there is more to it than just. And she typed something, but I'm not even concerned of that. Probably she has an attitude. I'm telling you, probably this lady got an attitude, and that is the more reason why this guy is pushing away from her. But like I said, the way she conducted herself in this interview, most people would think that probably she's just an angel or something like that. No, she's not. She's in a situation that forces her to compromise and just be kind of, soft spoken and all that, so that she will get public sympathy. That's what we're talking about here. And now talking about the lady that has been through three divorces and still looking for the fourth marriage. I mean, come on. I said this in one of my videos and I got roasted, but I'm gonna say it again. The reason why most black women kind of divorce their husbands is the fact that they thought it in their mind that, oh, anytime I divorce my husband, I'm always going to get Prince Charming for me. And that is this lady's situation right here. And in as much as when I'm talking about these older women, I'm kind of like harsh in my reaction, and people call it out and all that. But how do you have some level of sympathy to someone that has called three marriages down, and to hear the reason for one of them cheating? I mean, social media has done you guys a big disservice by selling you guys, men and women are the same, and if a man happens to cheat, he just doesn't love you. It's just not the truth. But imagine you living a man because he cheated. Most men, reality, and I think it is being influenced by the way she looks, because Kevin Samuels saying that she's a pretty lady means she's kind of good looking. So those things kind of tend to influence their way of thinking. And this is a clear case of beauty being wasted, right? She don't got no care. This is sad, but you find out that most black women are in this position, and it's not even funny. It's not funny. How do you, break up 3 marriages in 8 years? It's just the simple fact that you kind of thought of it, I'm beautiful. And even if I divorce you right now, I go out there, I'm going to get someone decent, someone better than you. And the mindset, like Kevin said, is to just get a man to marry her, give birth with her, then, she can probably just divorce you per her track record. And most men listening to that are not going to sign up for it. That is just one reality. The man that will be willing to sign up for something like this will have to face. It's just simply that truth. Because the mindset is, I'm in need for the, I'm in need of this thing, but it's because of the simple fact that I just want it, not because I want to offer something or I have something valuable that you want and I want to give it to you. That's just not the case. And women with that mindset is chaos. And men observe that very quick. So if you are signing up for that something like that, hey, you're more than welcome to do it. But don't say you did not have these type of advice from men like Kevin Samuels before. It's just always out there, and you just can always rewatch it. Guys, catch you in the next episode. Like, comment, let me know what you think, especially about the last lady. It's more interesting to me. And don't also forget to subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next one. I'm out here, gentlemen. Peace.